This week, we journey through the radiant spectrum of divine awareness, from awakening inner light to anchoring in love to becoming clear channels and expressions of divine motion. Today, we rest in the realization that nothing is missing. Wholeness is not something we seek or strive to become. It is what we are when we remember the truth of our being. Let's dive deeper. Good morning, everyone. Apologize, we're having some technical difficulties this morning. I'm unsure what's going on, but the streams just started acting up a bit to not allow me to have my intros and outros and background music and all that good stuff. Uh, but today's going to be a phenomenal message regardless. And we're going to show up on purpose and radiate our wholeness. That's the theme of today, to radiate our wholeness. And so I invite you just to take a moment, because these are those moments where we must remember who we are and whose we are, and that we are here on purpose. So let's take that moment to remember that. And we close this week because we've gone through a lot this week, right? And I'm sure that you may have had some challenges that supported you through continuing to grow and to activate on purpose, to be very intentional. And so we close this radiant week, this harmony, celebrating wholeness, celebrating the harmony of light, love, and awareness around us. Radiating holiness reminds us, wholeness, not holiness, but wholeness reminds us that peace and unity are not something we chase. They are who we are. They are who we are when we remember the truth of our being. And with this in mind, I invite you to join me with taking a deep, intentional breath. Inhale and exhale slowly, remembering and allowing your body to settle and your mind to quiet. Again, let's do it again. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. You feel the subtleness, the intentionality of this moment. I challenge you to allow yourself to So feel yourself arriving fully in this sacred now. This is the meeting point of breath, of being, and divine presence. Experience that. And as you inhale, draw in light. So yes, continue to breathe. Because so frequently we've our bodies know unconsciously to breathe. Right? We know this unconsciously. But yet, very rarely do we make a conscious decision unless in a space of panic to breathe on purpose, to breathe intentionally. So again, as you inhale, draw in light. And as you exhale, release all that no longer serves you. Just let it go. Let it go. And let this rhythm attune you to your natural state, like a gentle reset to wholeness. As you are whole, perfect, and complete, you're created this way. Now let's transition over to our daily declaration. What's today's declaration? Today's declaration states, I radiate wholeness and peace wherever I go. This is a choice. We're making a conscious decision here. So let's make the conscious decision to make this declaration together out loud, but gently with conviction. I radiate wholeness and peace wherever I go. Let's allow this to settle at the forefront of our minds. Rest on the heart, on the mantle of our heart. Anchor itself in the depths of our soul. I radiate wholeness and peace wherever I go. Breathe it in, feeling it resonate in every cell. Mm. Let's give permission for this declaration to become your frequency today. Now, let's shift to our guided visualization. And I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already done so. Close your eyes. And visualize a beam of golden white light descending from the heavens, entering through the crown of your head. This is divine light, pure consciousness. And as it flows downward, feel, feel it illuminating your crown. Feel it awakening divine wisdom. And as you continue to allow this feeling, invite this feeling to flow down to your third eye, which is at the center of your forehead, between your brows. Feel its presence there. Feel it clearing your vision and your perception. Give it permission to continue down to your throat chakra, this energy center here that gives you the freedom to speak your truth, gives you the freedom, the authority to speak life into yourself and everything else around you. Feel it harmonizing your voice with truth. Allow this golden white light to continue to travel down into your heart as it expands compassion and love. Love that is without conditions, love that is without limitations, love that is full of grace for self and others. Continue to envision and embrace the flow as it travels down into your solar plexus, which is the top of your stomach, strengthening confidence and divine will. Feel the activation as this light, this beautiful, radiant, warm light continues to travel to your sacral, which is your sacral energy center, which is right beneath your navel, and experiencing this light as it releases joy. Feel the creativity being untethered. Begin to experience your sacred flow without limit, moving, operating, flowing boundlessly. And finally, down to your root chakra. So at the base of your spine, as it grounds you in peace, that peace that surpasses all understanding, that roots you in stability, the stability that is beyond circumstances and situations, and that grants you that sense of belonging, that connectedness. Mm. Now, feel all 7 energy centers glowing. Feel them becoming harmonized, balanced, and radiant. See yourself as a beautiful column of light, brilliant, steady, whole. Breathe. This is your true essence. You are light integrated through every layer of your being. Mm. Now, when you're ready, take a deep, gentle breath and begin to open your eyes to experience more of this light as we ask the reflective question of the day. The reflective question of the day. Grab your journals, something to write with. Allow yourself to become grounded, centered, and allowing of your soul to provide you the answers and the insight. So let's talk about it. The reflective question of the day is, how does wholeness feel when I stop trying to fix and simply allow myself to be? What a powerful question. How does wholeness feel when I stop trying to fix and simply allow myself to be? Just take a moment and allow the answers to rise. And whatever arises, just rest in it. Rest in the peace, the softness, perhaps the tears, or the gratitude. It's all divine movement. How does wholeness feel when you stop trying to fix? Stop trying to fix yourself. Stop trying to fix your circumstances and situations. Stop trying to fix others. And simply allow yourself to be present, be available, be connected in whatever in that moment that you're currently in that moment that you find yourself in that moment. Because what we fail to realize is we are enough. We are perfectly placed in those positions in order to be enough, to be the light, to be the change. It's not about what we do, it's simply who we are. You know, we're so busy doing that we forgot that we were not created as spiritual beings having a human experience. We were not created as human beings, human doings rather, but we're created as human beings. Meaning that everything illuminates, everything extends, everything is created, everything is manifested from who we are, who we choose to be in these moments. And these are an opportunity to reconnect with the essence of who we are. Yet it's just a simple matter of choice. It's a matter of choice. What choices are what choices are you making? How does wholeness feel? I want you to feel, really embrace this idea that we always say this. I am whole, perfect, and complete. I am whole, perfect, and complete. Well, how does wholeness feel? How does enough feel when you stop trying to fix you? When you stop trying to fix others? When you stop trying to fix your job? When you stop trying to fix your relationships, your children, your community, your world. And I'm not saying that you don't be an asset in your community. I say you stop trying to fix them. You stop doing things to fix it instead of being the change you desire to see. Being whole, being perfect, being complete, being that illumination, that extension, that reflection of the master creator, being present, being available. How does it feel when you make the conscious decision to be rather than to do? Do you feel the lightness of it? Do you feel the ease of it? Do you feel the allowing of it? Do you see with greater clarity and understanding? Do you really believe and know? Do you really trust that everything is working together for the best and highest good of all that are involved? How does it feel? How does it feel? Let's move to a space if you're ready. If not, pause the video at this moment and take time just to allow yourself to feel it, to feel its peace, to feel its softness, to release the tears, to sit in gratitude. It's all divine. It is all divine. But for those of us who are ready to move to a space of prayer, to really begin to experience the blessings of wholeness, I ask you to join me at this moment in a declarative prayer. Mm. First of all, let's take a deep breath and release it. Infinite light, divine source. We give thanks for the remembrance, for this remembrance of wholeness. We give thanks for the remembrance that within us dwells the fullness of creation, the harmony of heaven and earth. the peace that surpasses all understanding. May this wholeness radiate through every thought we think, every word that we speak, and every step we take. May our presence be a blessing, a living light of unity, of peace, and love. May we be the shining beacon on the hill. May we be the light that gives permission, whether consciously or unconsciously, for people to show up and be more than they have been before. To transition their mindset from a space of doing to a space of being, to remember to understand, to fully embrace that it is not what they do, but it is simply who they are. And for this gentle reminder, for this declaration, we simply give thanks and stand in it with the full authority that has been vested within us. And so it is. It is so. It is so. Yeah, let's join me take one more deep breath. Ah, yes. Great session. Amazing session. Even though we had technical difficulties, we still showed up and gave ourselves permission to be whole, perfect, and complete. Even in the midst of your trials and tribulations, you can be whole. You can. It's a conscious decision. It's that conscious decision. So take a moment. If you missed any part of this stream, please feel free to go back to the beginning and catch it in its entirety. And also hit the like button for me, please. We greatly appreciate it as it helps us to to enter into the algorithms of more people so that they can receive what you have received in these enchanting sessions. But as we close, I invite you to step into the rest of your day, remembering you are not becoming whole. I'm going to say that again. You are not becoming whole. You are wholeness. It is who you are. It is who you were created as. It is who you are being reminded to be each and every day. Not something you need to conjure, not something that you need to work towards, but simply in your space of allowance. You are already. You exist already as such. This is just a gentle reminder. That's it. But as I stated, you are wholeness already. You are radiant, you are divine, and you are complete. And you are right there. Even though you may be facing some challenges, even though you have some circumstances and situations that may be trying to deter you from that understanding, yet choice is yours. Freedom of choice is yours. Choose to be whole. Choose to be divine. Choose to be radiant. Choose to be that extension and reflection of the Master Creator. Choose to be love. Choose to be peace. Choose to be abundance. Choose to be prosperous. These are all your choosing. The very things that you're praying for, you're asking for, you're laboring for, you're fasting for. Choose it. Choose to become it. And watch how it shows up in your life in a magnanimous way. You're desiring healing. Well, choose to be healed. Choose to be healed. Focus on what healing feels like, what healing looks like, how you show up in that space where you feel great, where you feel strong. Choose the strength. It's yours. It's yours. And allow your inner radiance to be a blessing to the world. That's your responsibility. Well, I thank you all for being with us today. And today is Friday, so we don't have any more sessions this week. But yet, feel free to go back. If you missed any one of these sessions this week, feel free to go back and catch them in their entirety. And we at One Transformation Center, we thank you for joining us. We thank you for allowing us to be in your life and to accompany you on your journey. For you are magnificent. We see you in your fullness. We know you, and we absolutely adore you. We welcome you to join us. If you want to connect with us more, we welcome you to join us on Facebook and Instagram by simply following us on at One Transformation Center, One Transformation Center, or on X at OTC Atlanta. And we look forward to seeing you again on Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catching the replay afterwards. Totally up to you. Share this with somebody. Be a light to somebody. Be kind to yourself and others as you continue to activate with intention. Be great.